Next at 6, a judge has just released her ruling on whether President Trump can deploy the National Guard to Portland. Fox 12's Adrian Thomas joins us in studio with what comes next.
A federal judge here in Portland has ruled that the Trump administration's deployment of the National Guard to Portland in response to ICE protests is illegal. The judge found the administration violated laws concerning presidential power over the National Guard, in addition to violating the 10th Amendment, which concerns states' rights to enforce their own laws. Now, in her ruling, Judge Immergut wrote in part, quote, "When considering these conditions that persisted for months before the president's federalization of the National Guard, the court concludes that even giving great deference to the president's determination, the president did not have a lawful basis to federalize the National Guard." Last week, a 3-day trial was held in downtown Portland in federal court, where lawyers for the Trump administration in the state and city of Portland made their case on why the National Guard was needed or not needed in response to protests over immigration enforcement. The Trump administration saying the Guard must be deployed in response to protests at the South Waterfront ICE facility since this summer to restore public order, while the state of Oregon and city of Portland lawyers argued the protests don't meet the threshold of needing federal intervention. Earlier this week, Judge Immergut issued a preliminary injunction, essentially extending a month-long temporary restraining order on troop deployment, which prevented troops from coming to the city while the legal process played out. Now, it is expected that the Trump administration will appeal this U.S. District Court ruling to the higher 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, which would begin the next chapter in this legal battle over the National Guard deployment to Portland. But for now, President Trump's order to deploy the National Guard to Portland in response to ICE protests has been deemed unconstitutional. In studio, Adrian Thomas, Fox 12 Oregon.
Stay with us as we continue to follow this story. We'll bring you updates just as soon as we get them. You can also get updates anytime on our Fox 12 app.